Hi guys, my name is Flourish. I'm here with Flourishing in Body. Um, this is my new YouTube channel and this is my very first video. So if you guys run across it, you're blessed to see me because I am a healer. That's my path, my divine path, and my purpose. So first I want to start by lighting some Palo Santo, clearing the energy, clearing the air, removing the haters. Y'all know how it goes. We are protected. We are deserving of love. We are deserving of positive energy. We manifest easily and effortlessly. We are in a safe space. Divine guidance is within us. I am grateful for all that I have. I am grounded and rooted in my being. I love myself. It's going to be burning nearby. Let's get to it. Let's do this collective read. Spirit, ancestors, guys, what do we have for this collective read? Reading the room. Reading the room. Okay. So first, we already got the manifestation card. So we manifesting money, positive energy, high frequencies. Let's go. The second card was rage. Some of us are angry and dealing with some shit right now. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. What else you got for me, Spirit Guides? What do you have for me? Yes. Fearless love. I love that card. She's so pretty. Let's go. Oh my God. Awakening. Yes. We are all experiencing an awakening. And the grief. Alright. So let's go like that. First card. First card is the number 9. Number 9 is spirituality. Yes, that means self-mastery, union with higher self, divine feminine. Number 9 means the energy of the divine is awakening within you. Let your soul do the leading. So that means right now you're experiencing a connection with the divine, and I hope most of you are accepting it and, you know, getting into it to figure out what it is. If you're not, it's time to reflect, guys. It's time to reflect. Let's go. Okay, so this is Mojadi. She's a goddess of manifestation, and she's from South Africa. Her temple is conjurers, and her element is water. Goddess Mojadi is the hereditary rain queen of South Africa's people, a matrilineal queendom. Mojadi's daughters dance to the frequency of rain. I love rain. A lot of people, they look at rain as like a gloomy thing. For me, rain is so refreshing and healing. I love when it rains. For me, it's like removing the negative energy and whatever negative aspects that we were experiencing right before that rain. It washes all that shit out and all of it away. So her guidance to you is showers of blessings are yours. You are a rainmaker, master manifester, shapeshifter, alchemist, and sorceress. Open your hands and your heart. So for me, what I'm getting from this card, they're trying to let you know that you have some gifts. Maybe you're aware of them already, maybe you're not. Some of you might be taking them seriously, some of you are not. A lot of us be having gifts and taking them for granted, just thinking, oh, this is just something that I'm into. No, it might be your passion. It might be your path, what you're supposed to be doing with your time and energy. And you need to reflect and meditate on it and figure out if that's what you're supposed to be doing. So the embodiment of this message says, yes, make it rain. You are manifesting big. This has been a long time coming. You are co-creating with spirit. Match the energetic frequency. Ashe, the ashe of your desire. You are magnetic and like attracts like. Raise your vibration to align with the sacred. Close your eyes and see your blessings. Feel them in your bones. Act, believe, act, allow, and receive. So, once again, for this message, I'm receiving. Some of you think that it's not a possibility. Some of you, the imagination is off. So for me, that is your imagination. So it's time to be doing some third eye chakra work, so that you can start really seeing what you're capable of and what lies ahead for your future. Your future is very big and near. So it's time to get into that work. Whether I'm seeing, working with herbs, working with it said shapeshifter. Who knows? Alchemist. I feel like, you're working with your hands. You could be making tea. You could be making sea moss. You could be making hair oil. You could be working with essential oils. Sorceress. It says open your hands and your heart. Some of you might be teachers. Some of you might be divinators. Who knows? I'm even getting tingly up here. Some of you might be communicators. So you might be giving speeches, talking to people, therapy. Who knows? It says the goddess declaration is divine blessings flow to me so easily. Divine blessings flow to me so easily. So with that said, that means that it will flow to you easily, but you got to believe in it. Stop doubting yourself. Let's get into it. Let's get to the gifts that we got and them talents and put them into full swing. Let's go. So the next one, like I said to y'all, was rage. Look at that, rage. So it might be a snake in the mist. Yeah, I recently had a snake and I had to cut it off at the head. So y'all might be going through the same thing. I think it's about that time. Summertime is coming. People getting cute and people hating on females and women. There's kings and goddesses getting hated on right now. So let's get into it. 5. Abundance is a state of mind. When you feel rich spiritually, your physical life will reflect it. So right now it's saying that there's changes and efforts needed to be made, and the action and input is required. So right now we are in the collective read. I feel like some of us are stagnant, confused, and there's some repetition happening where we need to make some changes. We need to reflect on what we're supposed to be doing right now, and we need to be getting into it. Also, some of us have some snakes around us that is not supposed to be in our circle, and we got to remove them because they're not conducive to our well-being. So it's time to start doing the work and removing them out of our circles. It says shadow of rage, Medusa. That's her name. Medusa is feared as an ugly, vicious monster bitch. The truth, this Libyan Berber, dark goddess of wisdom's rage, is sacred, epic, and fully justified. Medusa's shadow guidance is, you are pissed off and petrified, angry and shaken, but underneath that, you are hurt and heartbroken. Feeling undervalued is overwhelming. You can't stay silent anymore. Let your joys, hopes, and beauty rage on. Embodiment. Take a breath. Close your eyes and put both hands over your lower abdomen. Tune into the part of you that feels out of control. Flood it with loving, healing, golden light. Now put both hands over your heart and do the same. You have a right to your full range of emotions, including anger. So for me, I'm feeling like a lot of you guys might be struggling with your solar plexus chakra and also your heart chakra. So it's time to do some work there. Also, where she gave us the shadow guidance, it feels like, you have those emotions and maybe you're not handling them in the healthiest ways. So, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be sad, but we have to do it in a healthy way. So you need to, deal with your emotions head on, but don't let them deal with you. Like, don't deal with it in a way where you're apologizing after for the way that you behaved with an emotion. You're victimizing your emotions and saying, oh, I did that because I felt this, or I did that because I felt like this. No, it's time to take responsibilities, and it's time to deal with those emotions head on and stop making excuses. Grow the fuck up. That's I'm sorry, not trying to be harsh or anything, but that's what I got. Grow the fuck up. So sacred rage inspires us to run for office, lead protests, and shift policies, but unhealthy rage can devour your very soul. So they say you're supposed to be out there ruling shit. CEOs, you're supposed to have your own company. You're supposed to be, working for yourself. You ain't supposed to be in the matrix working for the man. It's time to be using your emotions and energy, your knowings, your talents, your gifts, all of that to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. Remember, you're a master manifester. So whatever your gifts and talents are, they can be get into the bag and your own bag, not somebody else's bag. So it says, get clear on what is really happening. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, to see the truth. Just because you feel threatened does not mean you are being threatened. A lot of times, also, when we get in energy and we seeing stuff in a certain way and running with our emotions, a lot of times it's something that we fight inside. One of my things is always thinking somebody coming at me. And for me, that's my trust issues. I have trust issues. So I have to work on that. You need to figure out what's the issues that you got and what you got to work on. So a lot of times when you seeing something in somebody else that you like, oh, I don't like him because he his energy is off. It might be your energy is off, boo. It might be your energy is off. So let's get into it. So numerology, the number 7, because the number's 25 on the card. Look, sis works in numerology too. Okay. Magic, manifestation again, divine, and carefulness. So be careful in what you're doing. You know what I mean? The energy of magic is surrounding you. Align your thoughts with the highest. So right now, we manifesting. Magic is all around us. Our gifts and talents are being shown to us. It's just, are you seeing it? Are you listening to your intuition? Are you hearing divine communicate with, confirmations around you, different signs, people saying stuff to you, and then it's resonating with what you probably already been thinking or feeling? You need to be paying attention to them signs. This card is from Oshun, goddess Oshun. I love her. And it's fearless love. Fearless love. She's so soft and sweet. It's where I want to be. That's my goal, to be moving like Oshun. Goddess of fearless love. She's from Yoruba, Nigeria. The temple is lovers. The element is water. Goddess Oshun is the exalted Orisha of honey, sweet waters, love, sensuality, fertility, and beauty. But the Yoruba lady of gold's anger and jealous can also flood and destroy. Oshun's guidance to you is dare to love. Begin with loving yourself. Allow yourself to be loved. You feel everything deeply. You are porous. Porous means that you giving like your all. You giving too much sometimes, and you're not doing the same thing for yourself, or you're not receiving it from people as well, because there's a lot of times that we give. People take, and they're not giving to us. We're not getting anything from the relationships. When you're in a relationship, whether it's a friend, family member, spouse, a side chick, a side nigga, you're supposed to be giving, but they supposed to be giving just as much. So that's I needed to say that to you. Okay, so it says, you are porous with the wall around your heart. This is your paradox. The embodiment of this message is, you are loved and you are worth loving. Your divine assignment is to remain open to fearless love. You deserve to be loved in your language. You are worthy of a love that remembers you, your beauty at your ugliest moments. Don't allow your unhealed past to block your future. So back to what I was saying to you. We all been through some shit. You know, everybody has all been through things. Our stories might be different, but a lot of times when you hear people's stories, some will resonate with you. So what this message is saying, you know, don't allow the shit that you've been through, the heartbreak that you've had in the past, to fuck your future up. Like, you know, you might have been cheated on. That's what I'm feeling right now. You might have been cheated on. Somebody might have robbed you. Somebody might have beat your ass, beat you up. But we need to stay positive and know that just because that happened to us, that's not who we are. That's not what we deserve. So we need to be open-hearted and knowing that the future holds something so much greater for us, because we deserve to be loved. Like, we really do. We deserve to be loved. We deserve to trust the people that we have around us. We deserve to feel safe in our own space, in our own environments. So it's time to create that for yourself. Just like the other card showed you, you may have a lot of snakes in your midst. This card, again, is leading me to understand that it's time to get healed. Stop letting that unhealed past block you from your blessings. Stop letting it. Your future is very bright and very big. Stop letting those things block you. Let's go. Yes. So it says, real love is a sacred contract that says, I am vulnerable and committed. Your heart is safe with me. Let's expand our consciousness together. The goddess declaration for this card is, I give love, I receive love, I am love. Once again, I'm going to say it one more final time. Do not let your past block you from that bright future of yours. If you was hurt in the past, you got some love coming to you, you got money coming to you, you're going to be fine. Let that go so that you can move on forward in your path. Let's go. Divine healing. Let's go. Come on, Spirit, talk to us. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. It says, God and angels are with you now. Have no fear. Have no fear. Have no fear. Sometimes you got to keep repeating the affirmations to yourself. Got to keep repeating, because sometimes your head can be spinning, going all over the place. You listening a little too much, and you have to say out loud the opposite. Get that dumb shit, get that negative shit out your head and start speaking light into yourself. I deserve love. I am safe. It is safe to be safe. All right, Goddess Yemaya. Yo, we got Oshun. Now we got Yemaya. Let's go. All right, so Goddess of Awakening, Yoruba, Nigeria. She's a high priestess and her element is water. Goddess Yemaya controls the ocean, the amniotic fluid that nurtures us before we know ourselves. The healing, loving energy of this Yoruba mother, Orisha, never leaves us. Never leaves us. Wake up, awakening now to your true self. Are those tears of joy or sorrow? Let them out. Yemaya swallows your tears. Yemaya's guidance is right now just confirmation to what Oshun was telling us. We've been through what we've been through, but we can handle our emotions and we could get through it and we can move on and keep on getting to the path, getting to the higher frequency, vibrating higher. It's time to let the low frequency behaviors go, the uncontrolled emotions go. It's time to be in that healing path and moving forward in divine timing. The embodiment of this card, it says, you are vibrating at a higher frequency. So see everything differently. This is Goddess rising or God rising. This is, you are waking up. And once you have experienced awakening, you can never go back to not knowing. So for me, the message is sending, like, a lot of people still in the matrix. You know, they still killing themselves. They still beating themselves up. They still working for They still working for material things. They still worried about what, keeping up with the Joneses. People still eating, you know, eating stuff we ain't supposed to be eating. That's the matrix. So for me, the awakening, and it's a big awakening. I don't know about you, but I see it all around me. Maybe it's in my circle. Maybe it's time to change your circle. That's the message that I'm getting. If you trying to do something with yourself and you making moves and people around you ain't doing the same thing, it's time to get up out of them circles and get into some healing circles where everybody is on one. Everybody trying to elevate. We're not trying to pull nobody down. We trying to get on top, and we all want to be on top. We ain't trying to be by ourselves. We trying to be up there and look over and you see your homegirl. Look over, you see your man's over there. You know what I mean? So it says, the path of awakening is not straight, it's not comfortable, and it's not easy. You have chosen to lift the veil and have a real relationship with the divine. You didn't come to transcend this world while you're living in it. You came here to dig into the soil, plant yourself, and grow. This ascension is your divine purpose. You was put on this earth for a reason. You got a job to do, and you might not have been doing it, but you still got time. You still got time. It's never too late. This was the timing for it, so that means divine timing. This is divine time. So you got to wake up. You got to get the messages from the divine. You got to, remember we said we need to clear the third eye. This is the third eye, awakening. We need to clear our third eye chakra. We already said we need to clear the solar plexus chakra. And we also need to work on our heart chakra. So I'm getting all of that in this message today. That's what we need to be working on. And if you want, I can give you more information about those things. You can DM me on Instagram, Flourish Embody 777 or Flourish_Embody. And you could DM me. We'll talk about pricing and we'll get to work together. That's what time it is. So the Goddess Declaration: I am receiving and radiating love. I am receiving and radiating love. And once again, that got to do with your heart chakra. Once again, that got to do with your heart chakra, because we need to trust in divine. And by trusting, it has to do with the heart, because you got to be loving freely. You got to be committed to that love. You got to be committed to yourself, because being committed to divine is being committed to yourself, because divine is you and you are divine. All right, last but not least is the grief card. The grief card. And right off the back, right when I felt the card, we was already talking about the heart chakra, but my heart right now is it's really hot. It's really hot. I'm getting a hot message. Powerful goddess and divine mother energy is surrounding you. You are being enveloped in love and compassion. You are being enveloped in love and compassion. This goddess is got this nurturing energy, and she just want to give you a big old motherly hug. And I feel like giving y'all a hug too, because as soon as I saw the card, as soon as I touched it, I just felt like burdens in my chest. So we got a lot of work to do on that heart chakra. Let's get to it. So it says, Allah, she's the goddess of grief. Igbo, Nigeria is where she's from. Her temple is lovers. Element is bush. Ancient Earth Mother Allah is the foremost Igbo Alusi deity. Goddess Allah oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb of Allah, replanted in the soul to reincarnate. Allah's guidance to you is: give spiritual grief, bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, and shed tears, surrender it. Once again, it's coming back to our emotions. Once again, it's telling us that we're not dealing with it positively, and we need to learn how to. It is okay to cry. It is okay to feel your feelings. Feel your feelings. Feel your feelings, but with a strategy and a plan. So with feeling your feelings, after that, it's time to surrender them. Like they said, bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. But after surrendering it, now it's time to do the work to get out of those feelings. and get back to what we need to be getting back to. So it says the embodiment of this message is you are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. For me, when I felt the card, I felt the heavy, 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 heavy heart. So I do think that there's some of you grieving, but at the same time, I think there's some breakups happening. I think there's some heartaches. I think some trust issues. I think I'm getting maybe even issues at work, just regular day-to-day disappointments. Also, a lot of financial issues. I'm feeling like a lot of financial issues right now. But even with all of that stuff, we can deal with those things. Those things are not ending, those things are not, terminating anything. Like, everything we go through is something and a way out of it. But you have to keep a positive mindset. You have to have a strategy and a plan. You can't just be like, oh, nothing's never happening to me, and you're waiting for something to fall in your lap, because it's not going to go down like that. We have to have a strategy and a plan. So we lost a loved one. We got to know they're in a better place. They're going to be they're going on to their next lifetime. They got more work to do. So we got to stop being selfish and know that they got other things that they got to do. It ain't all about us. Also, with the breakups, it was a breakup for a reason. That person wasn't supposed to be in your divine time, your divine path. And I understand it. When you go through, that's a loss. So it's a grief too. You're grieving a loss. It's understandable. But with that, you want to be grieving in a healthy way. Don't be grieving in the worst kind of way. And we all know what I'm talking about. Don't be jumping under the next person just because you grieving the last person, because that's not going to help. So you need some healthy strategies and healthy ways of dealing with that breakup. Also, with the job issues, figure it out. Is it someplace that you're supposed to be? Is it conducive to your welfare? Maybe it's time to move on and get to something else. Disappointments. We all get disappointed. I get disappointed. But don't take it and let it rule you or ruin your future. Don't be holding on to them blockages. Let's go. Let's get back to the joy, love, peace, light, and happiness. So it says self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support and stop trying to do it all on your own too. Call on divine. Ask for support. Talk to your spirit guides. Talk to your ancestors. Let them show you the way. Be gentle with yourself. The declaration is, I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. Yo, that reading was beautiful. And like I said, it was a lot of heart chakra work. Y'all heard it all. Solar plexus chakra, third eye. Let's get to it. I had so much fun doing this reading. I just want to say that once again, flourishing in body. I'm based out of Brooklyn. Yes, I'm a Brooklynite. But I'm here for the love. I'm here for the healing energy. Those are my intentions. I'm giving y'all these messages straight from my heart. That's all it is. So I just want to say again, I had a lot of fun, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.